everyone, today we're continuing our highly intellectual stream, where a hamster chews gum, talks nonsense, and somehow plays Roblox Minecraft at the same time. Yes, you heard that right, Roblox. Plus Minecraft equals a chaotic stew, and we're about to stir it with a spoonful of philosophy and dumb humor. So get comfy, switch your brain to half power, and let's hang out. Make sure to like and subscribe, because it really matters to me. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and each of you is like a little pixel loaf in the square inventory of my soul. If you're already subscribed, you're a legend. If not, let's fix that. All right, let's go. I'm chewing gum, and my jaw feels like it's on vacation, just spinning in circles, like the thoughts in my head. I was thinking, if the fridge is closed, but you didn't check it, maybe it's not really closed at. All life is basically an unchecked fridge, bro. Everything seems fine, but inside there might be some jelly that's evolved into its own personality. Like, I had a pizza at home, didn't finish it, left it on the shelf, and a week later it was looking at me real suspicious. I figured if food starts showing character, maybe it's time to change how we communicate. And then it hit me. Why eat food when you can just be afraid of it? Fear is also a form of communication. Just like likes. You hit like, it's basically you saying, yes, hamster, your thoughts about sentient jelly make sense. They don't, but thanks anyway. And if you didn't hit like, maybe you've also got a sentient pizza at home you're too scared to admit exists. You know what else is weird? Why do cartoons always show spirits living in lamps? And not like toasters. A toaster is basically a magical bread portal. You throw in a white square, and boom, you get a bronze warrior. That's alchemy. Roblox is whatever. Toaster is power. If I were a superhero, I'd be Toasterman. I'd roast villains with bagels and preach the holy word of breakfast. And my sidekick, coffee machine. Together, we'd save the world from boring lunches. Every time I brush my teeth, I think, what if the toothbrush hates the toothpaste? Like it's just lying there 23 hours a day, and then bam, you're smearing minty sludge on it again. Or maybe it looks forward to it. Who are we to judge the tastes of toothbrushes? Also, real question, who else chews gum during their streams? Nobody? Then I'm the first. The pioneer of chew-powered content. It's a new genre, ASMR philosophy, where I don't know what I'm saying, but you listen anyway because it feels like something. You're listening right now and thinking, hamster, what are you even talking about? And I don't know, but isn't that the whole point of the internet? Pretending you've got a purpose while just clicking random stuff. My goal is 1,000 subscribers. Not for fame, for gum. Every new subscriber is like a bonus mint in my brain. So subscribe. Make my inner hamster dreams come true. Hit like to don't be that person who watches all the way through and acts like it was accidental. You're not here by accident. We are united by the algorithm. The algorithm is our god. It knows you need more hamster nonsense. And here I am, sitting and thinking, if chairs could talk, would they complain or brag? Like, today I supported a streamer hamster all day. I'm proud of that. Or, ugh, he's back again, and he's dripping gum juice on my legs. Maybe chairs talk secretly through squeaks. One squeak means thanks, two means help. Me, I should test that. Also, everyone keeps saying drink more water, but nobody explains why. What if it's all a fish tank conspiracy? Maybe to truly understand fish, we must become more water ourselves. So I drink, and eat, and chew, and think. I think if a fly keeps hitting the window, but never leaves, maybe it's afraid of freedom. Just like a lot of us. But I'm not afraid. I stream. I speak into the void, and the void speaks back with likes. And I chew on. And as I keep chewing, I start wondering, what if thoughts are just mental burps? Like, your brain eats ideas all day, and every now and then, bloop. It spits out a random theory about toasters or chairs, or why dogs always look like they're hiding a deep secret. Maybe they know something. Maybe every time a dog stares into the distance, it's seeing an alternate universe where humans walk on leashes and dogs are the ones yelling at them foe. Are sniffing trees too long? I wouldn't mind that universe. Honestly, might be more structured. But anyway, back to gum. You ever notice how gum is like a relationship? At first it's all sweet and exciting. Then it gets bland and weirdly aggressive. But you keep chewing anyway because you already committed. That's loyalty. Or maybe it's just boredom, but still respect the chew. Also, serious question. Why are bathrobes socially acceptable at home, but illegal in the supermarket? I'm not hurting anyone. Jeanne, I'm just buying cereal in my fluffy cloud armor. Maybe robes are the final form of humanity. Like, after enough taxes and existential dread, you just evolve into robe mode and stop pretending to be someone you're not. I support it. In fact, when we hit 1,000 subs, I'm streaming in a robe. Mark my squeaky hamster words. And speaking of goals, you know what else should be normalized? Forgetting what you were doing mid-task, but still acting like it was intentional. I open the fridge, stare inside for 10 minutes, and then just grab ice cubes like I meant to do that. Confidence. That's the key. If you do anything with confidence, people assume it's a strategy, even if it's just panic in disguise. Just like this stream. Is there a point? No, but I'm saying it like there is. And that's the magic. You're here. I'm here. The gum is still going. The stream of thought is infinite. And somewhere out there, maybe in Ohio, or space, or both, someone else is chewing gum and thinking, maybe I'm also a little broken in a beautiful way. And that's the vibe. We're all just little weird echoes in a giant cosmic shopping mall, walking around with half-formed thoughts and expired coupons for meaning. And maybe none of this matters. But the like button is real. The sub button is real. That's what grounds us. So click them. For me, for the gum. For the chair that has carried this chaotic energy for hours without complaining once. For the fridge, still waiting to be checked. For your toothbrush, who deserves closure. For the toasters of the world that never got to speak their truth. And mostly for the fact that you made it this far. That means something. Or nothing. I don't know. But I'm still chewing. And I'm not done yet. Still chewing. Jaws on autopilot. Minds on some kind of emotional trampoline bouncing between brilliance and what did I just say? Like, is it just me? Or do spoons always look like they know something? Not forks. Forks are aggressive. Pointy, the jocks of the utensil drawer. But spoons, they're just calm, wise, reflective. Literally reflective. I looked into a spoon once and thought, is this what I really look like? Upside down, distorted, slightly haunted. That's the real me. Spoon me. Maybe that's who I've always been. You ever get that feeling where you're watching your own life, like it's someone else's weird low-budget sitcom, and you're like, who wrote this episode? Why is the main character chewing gum and talking about chairs? It's me. I wrote it. I'm living it. And somehow, you're watching it. And we're both still here. So maybe this is actually season 2. But here's another thought. What if reality is just one long group project? And nobody knows who the leader is. So we're all just guessing and turning in random pieces? Like, I'm doing the talk nonsense on stream part. Someone else is out there inventing pants that don't itch. Someone else is crying in a supermarket because the bananas looked judgmental. We all contribute in our own way. But I'm starting to think my contribution might be this exact moment, me. Here, with gum that's now more rubber than candy. Talking into the void and hoping the void clicks subscribe. Which, again, you should do. We're not stopping until we hit 1,000 subs, and I get the ultimate dopamine rush of seeing a number go up while still chewing the same piece of gum from part 1. Also, have you noticed how socks always disappear at the exact moment you're running late? Not before. Not during laundry. No, it's right when you're about to leave the house. That's not coincidence. That's sabotage. Somewhere, there's a sock dimension ruled by the lost left socks of humanity. And they're building a rebellion. You think I'm kidding, but I swear my striped one winked at me before it vanished. If I disappear after this stream, tell them I knew. And I wasn't afraid. Speaking of fear, why do we say face your fears like that's supposed to help? What if your fear has a face? What if it's smiling? I don't like that. I'd rather sneak around the back of my fears, tap them on the shoulder, and run the other way. That's strategy. That's intelligence. That's survival. And that's what this stream is all about. Not winning, not making sense, just surviving the mental spaghetti of a hamster with a microphone. And bro, people always say be yourself, but then immediately judge you when yourself turns out to be a gum-chewing chaos streamer talking about jelly with emotions. So who do you listen to? I say you listen to me. Not because I'm right, but because I'm here, right now, with you, with this strange alliance we've created. You with your scrolling thumb, and me with my overstimulated brain and low battery headset. It's a miracle we found each other so like. Subscribe, respect the grind, the chewed gum, the chair, the spoons, the socks, the invisible spirit of this whole mess. Because you're not just watching, you're part of it now. Welcome to the mental spiral. You thought it was a Roblox stream. Nah, this is performance art with burps. And we're just getting started. Still chewing, still spiraling. At this point, I think the gum is just part of my identity. Like, you got people with glasses, or cool hair, or mysterious scars. I've got this ever-present, flavorless chunk of rubber spinning laps in my mouth like it's training for the Olympics. And honestly, respect. Because while the gum keeps going, so do the thoughts. And the thoughts, they're getting weird. Like, imagine if mirrors weren't showing us what we look like, but what we could have looked like in a slightly different timeline. You wake up, look in the mirror, and go, cool. This is the version of me that remembered to moisturize. Or maybe mirrors are passive-aggressive portals. Like, here's what you are. Deal with it. I don't trust them. I don't trust stairs either. They're just landmines for clumsy people. And don't get me started on escalators. You ever get to the top of one and feel like you survived something? That's because you did. It's a ride. It's a machine. It moves. And yet people act like it's casual. Not me. I reach the top and hear boss music in my head every time. Also, paper towels. Can we talk? Why is it that no matter how many you use, it's never enough? But the second you don't grab one, that's when the orange juice decides to reenact Niagara Falls on your counter. Paper towels are like friends with terrible timing. Always gone when you need them, always too many when you don't. Anyway, back to the stream. You're here. I'm here. We're both pretending this has structure, but the truth is it doesn't. It's just me and a trail of thoughts, like breadcrumbs dropped by someone who immediately forgot why they were walking through the forest. Maybe that's life. A series of half-finished sandwiches and full-powered mental spirals. And maybe that's okay. Maybe this is okay. All right, that's it for today's stream. Thanks for hanging out, listening to my nonsense, and chewing gum with me. Remember, every like and subscription means the world and helps us get closer to that 1,000 subscriber goal. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit those buttons. I'll be back soon with more chaotic thoughts and weird adventures in Roblox Minecraft. Until then, take care, keep chewing, and stay awesome. Catch you later!